Hello, beautiful people. It's day 360, and today I'm talking about Cierra Lauren. And I literally just found out who this human was today. So, shout out to you, girl. I ended up on someone's story that took me to another story because I was just like clicking on all the things that led me to a live that she was hosting. And she was mainly talking about AOV, which is Academy of Villains, which is within our dance community. And the way that usually we kind of decipher them is the dance community is all the crews that compete against each other. It really started from all of the colleges having hip hop teams. A lot of them were like from PCN, Filipino Culture Night, things like that, and they would compete. And then there's also the dance industry, which is the LA dance industry, where you do commercials and more like live events, things like that, TV, film. So just to distinguish that for anyone that doesn't know. So anyways, AOV has they cross over. They've done stuff that are in the industry because kind of when I was starting to leave that community, a lot of teams that were in the community were now starting to cross over into the industry. But these teams, they compete, they spend so many hours together. Like I danced on Pac Modern for, I don't even know, I think 01 to 06 or 07. And then I danced on Breed and Culture Shock and Essence and did all kinds of stuff, Mischief Makers. And, we work hard and we do it without getting paid and all the things. But listening to the experience of Academy of Villains and the things that they were going through, this is coming up because it's abuse of power and people have had literal physical abuse. There were some things that were inappropriate sexually, just a lot of things. And so I really wanted to make this video, one, to acknowledge that, but really I wanted to just give a shout out to Cierra because she is really holding the space for all these people. She's actually currently live right now, and I did not realize that I was going to be on her live for like 2.5 hours or however long I've been on. But I have been, and I also still have some other things that I need to get done. So I really wanted to make this, but she has just been holding a space for all of these different people to come through that have been on the team and share their experience. And I salute you, girl. I really want to celebrate you right now. And again, I know that you will, because I know this download came from like God today, and it was like, this is what I'm going to do. So I know you are perfectly always where you need to be. I just want you to know I'm here to support you, and make sure to hydrate and take care of yourself. And for anyone that is out in the world doing work like she is, and there's so many different communities that are needing work right now, and there's so many amazing people that are showing up for these communities. And again, the reason I'm talking about this specific community and this specific person and this team, because I was never on AOV. AOV didn't even exist when I was in the dance scene. Like, I'm more like the OG teams. That team came around later, or if maybe they were like in the Bay, I don't know. I don't know their whole history, but I'd never heard of them until like later on. But for the people that are showing up, amazing. And this community, it's my family. Like, literally, this community is where I grew up dancing. This community is where I learned how to be a friend and how to be a leader, and had the best times of my life. And in a way, it like breaks my heart that not everyone that's been on that team had such a phenomenal experience, because I feel like my generation had like incredible experiences. Yes, we had our breakdowns. Yes, we probably did so many bad things too. Like, we did. I know we did. I know there's so many things that we could have done better. There's probably no team out there that is golden and perfect and didn't do anything wrong. But the level of abuse of power that happened with AOV is just crazy. And when you have that many stories, it's a lot of evidence that leads to a lot of non-workable things. And I really hope that everyone that was a part of AOV or has endured anything like that, even in some other shape or form from another space or community or whatever, that you really start going through those processes of like forgiving those people, forgiving yourself, like taking your own responsibility in it, gaining the learnings that you gain, send that situation love. It definitely is a process, but I offered on her live, I actually requested to be in it. I said that anyone from AOV or that has been dealing with that, like, please, like, feel free to reach out to me if you're feeling stuck or you are having issues moving forward, because some of the people on the lives were sharing that and the anxiety and the things that they currently deal with today. Please, I will coach you for free. You're family to me, even though I don't know you, because that's what that community is. And I just really salute everyone showing up, because, you know, I've talked about this so much on so many of my things on these videos, is that there's a lot of love that's needed in the world. And I understand and I respect that we can't do it all, right? Like, I always say, like, find your lane, like, find what you're really passionate about and go support those areas or those things. Because when we think of every single aspect of the world that's like not working, that becomes very overwhelming. And then a lot of the times people will have like overanalysis equals paralysis. But for instance, like her today, Cierra, she's like, okay, this just popped in my head. And what I love is that she took action. So if there's something in the world that you know you really want to like make a difference in or have an impact around, like, get that download and honor it by taking action, and just lean into faith that you will be carried and people will show up. Because again, she's been on live, she's still on live right now, and so many people are offering so much support, and there's always going to be someone out there that will have your back. So cheers to that. Cheers to everyone showing up in whatever way they can for the things that are meaningful to them. And I want to just offer that we really practice non-judgment as well if other people aren't showing up in an area that means so much to you, because maybe they have another area that means a lot to them that you haven't really looked at. And it's really about honoring that. But this community has given me so much of my life, so many of my friends, so many of my greatest memories. And it has grown me in so many ways. And there's so much that I can acknowledge and take responsibility for and apologize for and forgive, even on my leadership and keeping my team up through the waking hours of the night and all kinds of stuff. But I just want to offer the same thing I said in her live, is that we all are making the best choices we can at any given time. And it's about us, again, stepping into our own accountability and rising and becoming better people. And then like bringing people up with us and holding others accountable, right? It's never about just saying, oh, it's okay, it's not a big deal. People still have to take their responsibility. And, you know, you have to deal with those things. So cheers to that. And I send love to, you know, the people who, you know, have kind of been the abusers, in the sense that I want the best for you, because that's what will shift pain in the world. And I hope that anyone who has abused someone intentionally or unintentionally, that again, you do your work and you do that forgiveness, because no one is perfect on this planet. And, you know, you always have to ask yourself, why did you get to that point? What was your story? What's your history? Who do you need to forgive? Just do your inner work, because one, you're not alone, and two, it's ancestral stuff. Like, this is stuff that goes back generations. And for those who are showing up, we're shifting it, we're pivoting, we're changing the game. Light is always going to win, guys. There are more good people in this world than bad, I promise you. And once you just start leaning into that and looking at it and be that person yourself, we literally bend reality and we get to shift and change the game. So cheers to that, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.